Hi, everybody. This is my first ASMR video, and I wanted to try it out and see how it's going to go. Um, I'll be having me something to drink tonight, so you'll hear me grabbing my cup. Mm. All right. My first ASMR story time decisions. I'm having a hard time trying to make a decision. Yes. What story would I like to tell you? Um, I'm not really sure what story I want to tell. Maybe I just want you to listen to me. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. I'll sit and I'll read to you. Mm. This is our first story. A monster under my bed by April Matson. Yeah. Monster under my bed. The exact details are hazy. I was in college, my junior or senior year. It was a creative writing class. We were in computer lab that day working on our personal essays, but many of us were stuck. Take a snapshot from your life, our professor told us. Select a good one, a hard one, a happy one. Take your pick and then write a book about it. How hard can it be? Behind the glib tone, however, a smile. He was heckling us, and we returned it with equal favor. Fervor. Mock fervor. Pretend outrage. Our relationship with him was easy, comfortable. An older man, tall and slightly stooped. He occasionally read us the stories he'd written himself, and sometimes ridiculously so. Now that I think back on it, he'd pass them out for us to read. Giant stacks of them. With the option of censored copies, black sharpie, streaked across, whole paragraphs. And uncensored ones rife with, I can't remember exactly, sexual stuff, gore. What else could it be? So funny how this professor teaching a college level class was so parsimonious, even protective. Sweet. Really? I'm gonna quench my thirst right quick. Anyhow, it was with this sense of ease. We brainstormed it out, volleying ideas back and forth, our voices clamoring over each other. A snapshot, then, not the curated sort with placid smiles and stiff postures. Candid ones, micro expressions of rage or joy, the authentic ones, with unusual brashness. I announced at night. My sister used to hide under my bed and grab me. She'd almost do it every night. 4. I thought for a moment, gosh, for like a year. This stopped the class. They laughed and grimaced in equal measure. Every night? Yes, I said, laughing with them. Almost every night. I'm not exaggerating. They asked the obvious question, but wouldn't I expect it night after night? I kept my tone light, but the attention made me feel warm, flushed. It wasn't only under my bed. She'd cram herself into my side table, like really contort herself, or she'd hide behind the clothes hanging in my closet. She once even tried to hide under my mattress, but she couldn't manage it. But why? They asked. She loved to scare me. It made her laugh, and it always worked. I'd scream every time. I'd check, of course. I'd look under my bed. I couldn't see her. And then my hands reached up and clenched into fists. She grabbed me. That's crazy, someone said. Your sister was messed up. And then we moved on. I wrote my essay and inspired by such a receptive audience. I titled it Monster Under My Bed. A facetious title, as it was all in jest, a prank on a younger sister, an endless loop until she tired of it. But why now? All these years later, sitting at my computer on a random Saturday afternoon, why was I thinking about it now? Why did this memory awaken and move through the corridors of my mind, crystallizing into this thought? That's my sister, hiding under my bed, night after night, was indeed messed up. What provoked it? Managing it as it was said by someone I can't remember, a singular, discombobulated voice. Because my sister wasn't the type to be messed up. Such a thing was inconceivable. In fact, she was now a proper mom of three. If only my creative writing class could see her now. In fact, they could see her now. In real time, she had, to date, 354,000 followers on her Instagram and even more on the mothership, YouTube. Or was it the other way around? At any rate, she was a vlogger of some merit, an influencer of beige playsets, nurseries with muted colors, casually slung swaddlers, reminiscent of ancient mommies, pointed acrylics, a sparkling rock, sliding bands on slender fingers. Her husband was a dentist, a decent guy, devoted to college football and beer soaked bratwurst. He shied away from the camera, but when he encountered, he smiled affably, offering token words. With his usual good nature, complicit to the narrative of his wife, my sister. My sister, a harried mother of two girls with their high pitched voices and adorable hijinks. And yet, on their vlog, Baby Moon in Hawaii, he was, in my opinion, from the 8 years I'd known him, rather disingenuous. He didn't seem the type to, well, hold a camera, only an arm visible, wearing a white linen shirt. When had he ever worn linen? And my sister, gingerly stepping over rocks, a wispy sheath of white dress, hair flowing behind her, reaching for him, hand extended, laughing, her mouth wide open, rapturously happy. A filter which made it soft around the edges, plaintive music in the background, John Mayer, or perhaps Michael Bublé, a husky croon. The baby moon was 7 months ago. The baby having since been delivered, a boy. The vlog gender reveal was quite the to do. You can see me there in the background. Rounder and with than my sister's tight drum of a belly. I was wearing dark jeans and a sensible blouse. She was wearing a dress of indiscriminate color, a sort of urine color prairie dress with a simple baby blue headband. A wink to the viewers. of what she really desired. She didn't care. Of course, they both didn't care, but she leaned into the camera and whispered intimately to her best friends, aka her viewers, that she really hopes it's a boy. Wink, wink. Was I a tad bit disappointed when the giant firecracker, or whatever that tubular device was, emitted the blue powder, cloaking everything with its residue? Everyone roared with joy, even me. I must admit, quite the dopamine hit. It took a while. It took me a while, but I found the paper. Some digging was necessary. Deep in the bottom drawer of my cherry wood desk. But there it was. I felt the old thrill of seeing the title, Monster Under My Bed, and the professor's faded red pen. See me? When I did see him at his office the next day, he asked if I'd sign a waiver form. The university was offering a new online course and would like my permission to use my personal essay as an example. I was flattered, dimly wondered if my essay was to serve as a template of terrible writing, and I reject not wanting an affirmation either way. But reading it again with the wisdom of years behind me, I discovered that my memory belied me. It wasn't the jocular tone I remembered. It held a bite to it. It was a proof I needed for what exactly. I couldn't say. Such a thought hadn't articulated itself, just a deep sense of being wronged. If you guys like this, we've met our 30-minute mark. Just trying something different. If you are interested in seeing more, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Until next time. Girls need love, yeah. Girls need love, girls need love. Let me tell you something. Girls need love, girls need love, girls need love, yeah. Girls need love. So what's a girl to do? Man? She needs love. Some girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how.